All right, let's get to it. I will say that one of the best tools I've ever bought was a multi-tool, and this is a Milwaukee. I had a DeWalt. I gave it to my brother-in-law, which I loved as well. But these things with the different blades, man, they can just kind of do so many different jobs when it's whether I'm doing drywall work, small trim work. I'll be using them in here. Obviously, I'll be using it a little bit in here probably for some of the build out, but even just cutting away bolts that, you know, it just they tend to be a little just they can get in places that some of the grinders and things can't. This one I really like because it's got a variable speed, which the DeWalt didn't have or doesn't have. So this one you can kind of control a little bit of what you're doing. So I don't know. I just not sponsored, not anything. But if you need one really good tool besides a drill in your kit, I would get a multi-tool. Okay. So the next little bit that we have to do is I've got to remove both sides of the front runner tanks and the mounts for them, which they're going to go away. The fuel tanks, I'm not sure yet where I'm going to put them. Probably up on the top, because we have some space back there. But they have to go away, and because with the gull wings, obviously they need to pop up. So that's the next little bit of just removal that I need to be doing. All right, so let's try and get this guy off. This lock is probably a little corroded, so we're gonna try and get that off and then remove the rest of this. Not corroded. These master locks are really great because my friend Doug suggests them because the keys with traveling in snow and sand and everything like that will get totally gunked up, and so the combination locks it's really pretty solid too. So it needs to get clean, but that worked pretty well. Put that in here. Diesel. I think this diesel is still from Baja. So I will say, this is a criticism. I know that front runners stuff is used by a lot of overlanders, and some of their stuff is pretty decent, but the outside stuff definitely gets corroded quickly. And I've had these on for I think 3 years, and the clasps are rusting. That's the washers are rusting. So I think they could do a better job for kind of the price you're paying for some of the stuff that they could coat it better, kind of like ORE's coating on their products. But that's just my little criticism. Anyway, needed to get the right. Use my drill instead of just straight up, just the socket wrench. connect. Go. Goes off. Anyway, so the next thing that needs to happen is this trim right here needs to come off. It basically just gets pulled away. This rubber, just cut it out because we're not using it. And what that does is it reveals the rivets. So you can see all the rivets right here. And the fun part with this is these all need to get drilled out, and then that will just remove. So I'm gonna do that as well. Okay. All right, so I have to go find my drills, and it'll need to be a big, probably just an 1/8 inch drill bit. I don't know what that is in. I don't know what that's in millimeters. I'm so far gone from my millimeters days. So an 1/8 inch will work. I'll just drill all of these out. I think there, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24 rivets. You're a little rough on your drill bits, you break them. But this was an older one anyway, so it's getting full of the rivets. I had to go get a punch, little hammer, because this one's bent, or that's what I broke, the drill bit, and then this one is got a divot in it, so I'm gonna punch this so I can get the drill in. Actually, yeah, so we'll get that. I'm gonna do it this way. So I can get the drill in, because it wasn't going in. So now, broke another one. But it came out, so. Okay, window should come out. And window's out. It's these windows are super simple. So, I think I was saying earlier that there's in other videos I've watched, there's some grinding that needs to happen, but it doesn't look like my windows have that. So I'm gonna move these rivets, go get the window, and just to kind of see how it all fits, and then we'll get back to it. So I will go grab the window, and then I'll tell you which windows I've got. I think most people are using them. They need to get cleaned up. I'm just going to dry fit just so I can see it, and then probably we'll wait till tomorrow to do the caulking. I think you got a sealant that needs to go in there because it's trying to cool off. It's a little windy. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit warmer, not as windy. And then we can put that first one and maybe get to the other one. Anyway. All right. Got the window. And it just fits in like that. So part of the process is you have to, there's less, good thing is there's less screws. This is actually going in with screws, not with rivets. So there's less of them, and then they have captive bolts behind, kind of like was before, and they'll just drill in. These need to, the windows have been sitting outside. Unfortunately, I just don't have the storage right now, because we turned our garage, the whole space, into an Airbnb. So so this just needs to get cleaned up and washed, but I think that's gonna look good. I think so. All right, so we got the windows out, cleaned the the Gullwing, which is, I forgot to say, is Explore Glazing out of the Netherlands. I've had these. They do some really great stuff. I just went with the simple, just with the Gullwing. I'm debating on what I'm going to do, if I'm going to make my own max tracks or traction board mount over them, and that would fold down to a table. I've seen a couple, I think Rafiki on tour did something like that. That I can just kind of do myself, just to save a little bit of money. But so I'm gonna get these in tomorrow, but it looks really great, and I'm super excited about it. It's like, as of right now, super easy. 24 rivets popped out, and then you pull the window out, and then you're, I think, half that of the bolts. So I will show you that tomorrow, and then we'll work on the other side as well. All right, it is next day, and we have another good day today. I think it's going to get into the mid 40s. I'm going to get this window out. I'm going to kind of do things all kind of at the same time. So get this window out, prep this window, and then prep the new window, so that we can kind of do it all in one sitting. And I'll get one of my kids out to help me with the screws. All right, drum up. Spray this up. Probably should be cleaning mom more, because we've got our real estate stickers on here. You can't really see them in all the crap. Dirt. Let's check these. Too bad. I needed to grind some stuff off, but it's just chipping paint, so I'm not going to worry about it. It'll be all covered. I thought it was like butyl tape or something, but it's not. So just let her be. All right, good to go. I mean, it's lots of things, just the construction of the windows, but they give you everything that you need. So I think it's an 1/8 inch drill bit to drill your holes. They give you brushes. They give you a caulking brush to do the cleanup. They give you the caulking, the sealant, and then they also give you like the nozzle for it all. So it's great. So we're gonna. This is the other window. I haven't cleaned it yet. We're gonna put this up, pre-drill. Like I'm gonna tap the holes, and then we'll take the window down and then drill all the way through. Basically, I'm just going to go in just enough just to make a mark. All my marks. And we'll make sure, obviously, we do that window here. We'll just go and drill. Make sure your drill bit's on tight. done. And those will line up to that window. So that'll be the one that I put here. So we're gonna take it inside. I'm just gonna show you this window once we get it cleaned and warmed up, and then we'll just do the other one after. But that's pretty simple so far. So I've let let everything stay inside. It's not that cold out, but it just will help with the adhesion a little bit more, just to get the window frame and the sealant warm, or like room temperature. So I already got one in. Kind of a little bit of a challenge doing it by myself, but what I'm going to do is just do a bead of the sealant along the edge in here so that it's up against that seal, like when it gets pushed in, and then it's just a matter of a few screws and washers, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm going to do this bead of sealant, which is this is Dowsil 791. This is from England, no, from the Netherlands, I think. So we'll just do a bead of this around the edge, or like up against that corner, so that it's got a good seal and that it's not spreading out too far, making a mess. I want to do that right here too. With the sealant, what I did was I just put it in warm water for like half an hour just to get it just malleable. Sometimes this stuff can be a little hard to work with. All right, that is on, so we're gonna take it out to the truck and put it on. All right, we'll just slide her in, just set her where she needs to go. And trying not to get it all on you, which I just did. Okay, so now that it's in, what I'm gonna do is Explore Glazing gave a little bracket, just a well, it's just a bracket, just a retention bracket because it's aluminum screws, and then it's a 7mm nut, and so that'll go. I'll just kind of zigzag across, put them in, and then screw them in from the back side, and then I'll retighten them a little bit later. I won't tighten them down all the way. I'll just kind of zigzag across, make sure they line up with the holes, and then kind of zigzag across. Definitely is easier to do this with one other person. that, I mean, she's in. Both sides are in. And just what needs to happen now is there's a bit of the sealant coming through, so I'm just gonna spray with a little bit of kind of glass cleaner, kind of vinegar and water, and then just get in and wipe that edge off, and then we'll let it seal up. My neighbors are getting their garbage picked up right now. I know that the guys at Explore Glazing, they have a brush in here. I don't think it works real well. And then they had a bit of a paint scraper, just slight one to go in. But for the most part, it hasn't come out. It hasn't spread out that much. I got it in close to the edge so that it would be, or close to that corner, so that it would suck into that corner more than anything else. All right, that's it. 2 windows in. Now I got to figure out where I'm putting the fuel, and we got to get her cleaned up. And but this will actually help my visibility too on my my rear view mirrors, or not my side mirrors, my wing mirrors. Just because when I put those on, having the cans here did dampen my visibility or kind of take away some of my visibility. But I'm not sure where to put them now. I'd probably put them up top. But that's it. That was all it took. Really, if I timed out how long it took, it probably took, if I could do it all in one shot, it probably took 45 minutes. That's it. So super easy, like just a great install. Thank you to Explore Glazing for creating a great product, making a great product, and you need to check them out. I'll put links below to their website, and yeah, that's it. We just kind of keep moving with just the prepping for the Arctic.